team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
That run moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to scramble now. He has first down yardage at the 46.
That's a really nice read here by this quarterback, Chris. He kept it himself, picked up some positive yardage.
Offense putting together a solid drive. First down at the 46. And they'll use the ground game here. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Looking for a gap. It's low. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to scramble. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. The receiver grabs it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The offense threatening now. First and goal. Now the handoff. Ball carrier blocked down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up with a chip shot on the left hash mark. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. So Ohio State's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver. today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31. First down here for this offense. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Fighting off the defender. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop him. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a first set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill for it.
Hey, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really the back hit.
He's in the clear. Inside the 2. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Trying to find some room. It's low. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And it's a direct snap. Got the first down and still motoring. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. Wideout's now clustered. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Scanning the field. It's Marshall. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Pass caught. Second down now. And the single back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they're able to get him down. Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he'll be brought down.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. On the read. Pitches to the back.
What a call inside the 10-yard line. You truly have to trust your quarterback because things happen fast down inside the 10 on this option play. Doesn't give it, doesn't keep it himself, pitches it out, and comes up with 6.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the quarterback keeps it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw an option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Third down coming after that completion. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. And that sets up a return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Trying to find room. It's low. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running out of time in the pocket. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And they heave it deep downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
First down and 10 now.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Offense looking to throw the ball. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Men kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Bringing it out. It's Graham. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. To the air. It's Sand. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down. We're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. Incomplete. So it's second down and 10. A play action. Looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Pressure is coming. And they'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Finds room at the 30. Here he goes. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Too much speed for the defense.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive with excellent field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Get some space around the 30.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And he doesn't get there. The try fails. They don't go up by 7. Still a 5-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Pass rush gets home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback. It comes up with a big sack for the D.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pass rush closing in. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Look at him return this punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Single back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
First and 10 play coming up. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
It's a quick grab.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver and gives him a chance to make the catch and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
They'll try the option play here. The back's got to run a pitch. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Oh, the defense had a chance there to keep them short of the first down marker, but that option, the execution of it, the pitch, just enough for a first down.
They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And they will trot out the field goal team here. And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Dropping back, it's Sayan. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the catch. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pocket breaking down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And they've got the returner corralled. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Short connection to the tight end here. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm, but it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking for some space. It's Carr.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. There's the handoff. Fighting off again, ripping through the defense. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Back to pass. It's Sayin. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up early. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Nice grab. It's Donaldson. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
It's a short completion of the big tight end. Scored down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The completion makes it 2nd down. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he throws it deep. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. 3rd down. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Nearly intercepted there. It was almost the ball game. But it does set up 4th down. Here we are late in a 1-score game. We're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Back to pass. It's Sayin. It's an out route. The catch made. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, how fitting that this offense finds a way to score a touchdown late in the game. They've been doing it all year long, and a big reason that they're here in the postseason. Now, you always practice the two-point plays, right? Now, you better pick your best one. And
he sacked a clutch stopping that conversion, and it's still a two-point game here. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now, they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Defense just did a great job preserving the two-point lead. Now let's see what the offense can do to chew some clock. Grinding away on the ground. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Finding space at the 20.
Chris, how about the back here? He just gets behind that big offensive line, able to lead him into the end zone. Good patience, nice vision, but exceptional teamwork up front in this touchdown run.
The AT is good, so the lead is 9. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now. Set up at the 24. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Play action here on first down. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And he spikes it to stop the clock.
Offside for defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. And, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looking downfield. It's saying. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's the first step, Chris. They get the touchdown to bring them within one score, and now they got to get the ball back. They have to stay focused here. They're going to need a little luck with such little time remaining.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kick is wrapped up by the hands team, and that should be enough to secure the victory. They can kneel down and get out of here with a W. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. The offense played keep away and secure the victory. Going absolutely nowhere. It would be a loss in the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
CFP.